guess who's back? I said, guess who's back? Man, guess who's back?
What's up, guys? We've got another big UFC card, UFC 280. I should have done a video on this a long time ago when it was first announced, but I was quite busy. No excuses, but I was moving house and all sorts of stuff. You don't want to hear about all that, but it just kind of made me quite preoccupied with all the things I was doing, and I didn't get a chance to actually sit down and have a look at this fight. But I'm actually really intrigued to watch this on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Some really good fights on here, not just the main events. You've got obviously the champion, who he is the champion, but he isn't, if you know what I mean, because obviously in his last fight he failed to make weight, and yeah, I don't know what that was about. I think he made weight, but I think there was a problem with the scales. Anyway, neither here nor there. Oliveira is the champion. And then he's up against a very tough guy in Islam Makhachev. Now, and then before I go on talk about that main event, you've got Sterling, another great fighter, against an all-time great TJ Dillashaw. It is really difficult to pick. I haven't actually seen a fight card as difficult to pick as this. Very underrated. This card is really strong. And then the third fight, which you could have all of these fights actually as top fights, is the upcoming exciting O'Malley against the tough experienced contender, former champion Peter Yan. Who's going to win out of these three? I've got no idea. You know what I mean? I have got an idea, but it's very, very close. That's what I'm trying to say. But this is my my quick breakdown of these three fights. There's some other fights on this card as well that are also good. I won't go into in this video, but let's start with the champion, Oliveira Makhachev. Now, Oliveira is a very tricky guy, very tricky fighter. You know, amazing on the ground. I think he's submitted most of his opponents. And he's also quite a good striker as well, which makes it even more dangerous. And then you've got Makhachev just completely raised up since a baby in Dagestani wrestling with Khabib, one of the best ever, or the best ever at his weight class, at least anyway. And he's been wrestling since he was, you know, a small child, watching Khabib. And you know, his wrestling is going to be just as good as Oliveira's jiu-jitsu, basically. So I think Makhachev is a bad matchup for Oliveira. I think the reason why Oliveira's been so successful in his previous fights is because people respect his jiu-jitsu so much that they never want to go to the ground with him. And because he's actually quite a good striker as well, you know, he's good everywhere. So he's good at striking, and then if you're on the ground, people are scared of that. He always submits them. I think Oliveira is so slippery and skillful that he beats everybody, apart from Makhachev. That's what I honestly think. I think Makhachev beats him. But I wouldn't be sure about this. Oliveira has a way to win. He's a very unusual character, and he's definitely got a way to win. Sorry if you heard that fire engine in the background. But I think if anyone was going to beat Oliveira, it's going to be Makhachev. I think he's just so experienced with that wrestling, and I just think he's so strong. You know, he's just physically strong. He's physically the strongest man at that weight, and so was Khabib when he was at that weight. If you watch Khabib and you watch Makhachev, they just overpower their opponents. So first of all, it's the strength. If he gets hold of you, you're not going to be able to manhandle Makhachev, and Oliveira is not going to be able to manhandle Makhachev. He's going to have to be, I think Oliveira knows that. He's going to try and be smart, and you know, he's going to use speed to try to submit Makhachev. But I just think Makachev is tough, you know. If he gets hit with a clean shot from Oliveira, and Oliveira is a really good striker, and he's also a sharpshooter as well. So I think he will definitely hit Makachev. The difference is, I think Makachev will take it. You know, he's a big, strong guy. He's stronger than these other kind of guys that Oliveira has fought and they go down and stuff like that. I think Makachev is the real deal, and he's going to be a big test. And I think if Oliveira beats Makachev, I think no one beats Oliveira, to be honest. That's how highly I rate Makachev. But I think the difference is going to be that Makachev is not scared to go to the ground with Oliveira, and that's going to be a big problem with Oliveira. And I think in the end, Makachev will probably get this one. So I'm picking Makachev. Just too big, too strong, too skilled. And I don't think he's going to be able to keep it on the feet. And obviously, the problem is Oliveira wants to go to the ground, and that's where I think he's going to be defeated. So, yeah, I don't see Oliveira winning this one, but I could be wrong. So my first pick is obviously Makachev. On to the next one, Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Where do we even start? Dillashaw is like the master of pulling out wins out of nowhere. He beat Kobe Garbrandt, is it twice? And I used to really rate Kobe Garbrandt, although his skills have slipped quite a lot now. I think he also beat, his name slips me now, but you know who the guy I'm thinking of. Veteran. I forgot his name, but I'm going to come back to it. But we know about the people that TJ Dillashaw has beaten, so he is definitely a worthy opponent. I just think that Sterling's going to be too much for him. Sterling is just too skilled on the feet, most definitely on the ground. He's quite a wary fighter as well. He doesn't give away anything. He's quite defensive as well. I just think he's all wrong for Dillashaw. You know, he's a very wary fighter. He fights long. He fights to his strength, and I think I see Sterling getting hold of Dillashaw and just, you know, getting on his back like he does everyone else, and making him tap in the end. So I've got Sterling winning that one. Just too big, too strong, too smart. You know, I don't think it's going to work out for TJ Dillashaw on this occasion. And then the last fight that I'm going to talk about is Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan. This is a difficult one because Peter Yan is really highly skilled, very fast, very strong for his small size. He's only like 5'6" or something, and he's just a little pocket rocket, man. It's very difficult to do anything with him, and a lot of people find out how strong he is when they get in there. He doesn't look so strong, but he is strong, trust me. If you see the way he threw Sterling around the ring, and Sterling's not a weak guy, so he's definitely stronger than he looks. O'Malley, very skilled, quite defensive, good reactions, good speed, good power, very accurate. He's got a lot. He uses his length well. His height. You know, he's got a lot of attributes, and I think in the end it could be just too much attributes for Yan, but I don't know about this one, because Yan's got so much experience and he's so fast and explosive. You know, if Sean O'Malley can kind of get his distance and be ready for that explosiveness, then I think O'Malley takes it. But if he's not ready for that explosiveness, I think Peter Yan just runs over him, you know. That's a difficult one. I think that fight is more difficult to predict than the others. You know, I think Makachev wins the first one. I think Sterling wins the second one. This third fight between O'Malley and Yan, I'm not sure. I'm gonna stick my neck out and say O'Malley because I just like him. I like his personality. I like his striking ability. I also think that O'Malley's just a better character for UFC, if you see what I mean. He's a character that can easily be a star, like Conor McGregor, Israel Adesanya, and even, well, I wouldn't say John Jones, but yeah, even John Jones. I mean, Sean O'Malley has that kind of star potential. He's got completely different character from everyone else. Comes out in pink hair. He's got a pink car. You know, he's got a very unique character, a very unique fighting style. I could see him being a star, whereas Peter Yan, no matter how good Peter Yan is, and Peter Yan is very good, I can't see him being a star. Not just because he can't speak English, but also he just doesn't have the kind of star quality. So for that reason, I want Sean O'Malley to win, and I kind of edge Sean O'Malley in the fight just by a little bit. I could also see him getting completely dominated by PTN, you know, but we just have to wait and see. But like I said, I like to always make predictions, whether I'm right or wrong, and stick my neck out on it. So I'm going to go for Sean O'Malley to win, probably by points. And yeah, that's my pick. That's my pick, man. So Makhachev to beat Oliveira, Sterling to beat Dillashaw, and Sean O'Malley to beat PTN. There's also some other fights outside of the top 3 fights. Belal is fighting as well. Belal is fighting a guy whose name escapes me now. I can't remember his name, but he looks like a good fighter. I've seen a few of his fights, a few of his finishes, and he's definitely in good shape. And unfortunately, I think that's all you need to beat Belal, to be honest. I'm not that sold on him. Not that sold on Belal at all. I think Belal gets beaten, but we'll have to see. I'm just not really that sold on him, Belal. I don't think he's particularly good striker. I don't think he's particularly good grappler. He's definitely not a good. He's not good with the kicks, and I think his defense is sometimes lacking as well. And the guy he's fighting looks like a serious guy. He's come to really test. He's really going to test Belal. If Belal does win, I will have more respect for him. But at the moment, I'm just not really sold on him. But yeah, that's my quick predictions. My quick prediction at the moment. Hope you guys get to catch it on Saturday and enjoy the fight.
Man, guess who's back? I said, guess who's back?
Real quick, guys, I just want to say I really appreciate everyone who took time out to listen to my videos. If you enjoyed my content, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you.